Hi there, this is Kassie, and these are the weekly tarot horoscopes for the week of 11 to 17 December. Don't forget to check out the predictions for each sign for 2020. There's a special video for each sign with an analysis of the energies of this coming year. If you want a more detailed and personal analysis for the upcoming year, you can check out my 12-month reading. It's an email reading. You will find it on my e-shop. You can get the link in the description below, which you will find in a big discount, 70% discount. And that's my gift to you for the new year. But generally, if you are looking for a more personal consultation, a more personal chat with me, you can find me on my website www.kassikai.com. You will get 3 free minutes with your subscription, extra 3 minutes every month. Don't forget to have your first name, your date of birth ready, your questions if you call me to get the 3 free minutes, so that we don't waste time asking questions. You will also find a lot of free content on my website if you're learning tarot, articles on tarot, your birth card, all those are free. And if you enjoy my videos, if you like the way I interpret the cards, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, hit the notifications bell so that you don't miss anything new that comes up. But let's get on with the predictions. For Aries, we had the 9 of Swords and now we have the 6 of Swords. The 9 of Swords can be a difficult energy, especially when it comes to our communications, our thoughts. It could be negative thinking, messages that are misunderstood and they cause trouble and emotional turmoil. So perhaps you had to deal with a difficult situation last week or negative thinking. But this week things are getting better because the 6 of Swords shows improvement and the release of negative energy. The 6 of Swords is also objectivity, which means that maybe someone took something personally last week or you took something very personal, but this week you will see a situation from another perspective and you will probably be able to see if you've been wrong or where the other person has been wrong, but in a very objective way. And that will give you the chance to correct any mistakes that you have made and will help you create a more positive situation between you and this person. Generally, the 6 of Swords is about setting a new course. So if you tried something in a relationship or in your career and it didn't work, now you will be exploring new options and you will set sail for new and different destinations. If you're wondering how someone feels about you, they enjoy interacting and connecting with you as you make them feel calm. You are helping them maybe to solve a difficult problem they have or to deal with a very stressful situation, and they seem to be very grateful for that. Now for some of you, this energy will be that someone is stuck in a routine that you don't like, and although you're asking them to change something, they act like nothing happened and they continue to repeat the same routine or the same pattern. The 6 of Swords astrologically is Mercury in Aquarius. And under this energy, you will put your focus in your future because Aquarius is one of the signs that's future-oriented and it's about the goals you have in mind. You will be thinking about opening communications with someone that you've stopped communicating for a while now. Just make sure that when you start talking again, your communication is not too charged emotionally, as that will probably make them take distance again, being afraid of their feelings or maybe not knowing how to deal with this charged energy with their feelings. The strong day of this week seems to be Tuesday and maybe Saturday too. For Taurus, we had the Ace of Pentacles and now it's the King of Swords. The energy you were dealing with last week is opening now a door for you, or has already offered you an opportunity, an invitation, a great idea maybe, because that's what the Ace of Pentacles represents. Now, the King of Swords, with the King of Swords, you will be able to make reasonable and solid plans on how to use the energy of the Ace in the best possible way. It appears that someone will help you with that too, and that's the King of Swords, probably a male who's possibly an air sign or an air ascendant, an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, and you are going to work with this person this week to make something happen. And by work, I don't necessarily mean a professional situation, although it could be something related to career, but it can very well be a personal relationship that will require some attention and some effort in order to move to the next stage. The only problem might be that this person has very fixed views on how to do things, and he always wants to do what's right and fair. Even if he has to push his emotions aside for that, he's always using his heart over his head, over his heart, but that may not be such a problem, because even though you are an earth sign, which means that you are more grounded emotionally than he is, at the same time you are one of those signs that can control and discipline themselves, and that's why I believe that you and this person will be able to create something positive and long-lasting. If you notice that someone is taking distance, or that they aren't as communicative as they used to be, it's advised that you don't chase after them, because that will make them become even more distant and unresponsive. If you want to know how they feel, it appears that they are dealing with their thoughts, with their feelings that are in contrast at the moment, especially if there has been an argument or disagreement between you and this person. Since it appears that they are stubborn at this moment, it's best that you give it some time, maybe a couple of weeks or so that they find their balance again, and let them reach out to you. They want that to be their decision, not yours. For Gemini, we had the Three of Cups, and now it's the Eight of Swords. In the previous week, you may have experienced a sense of celebration, social gatherings, connections with friends and loved ones, and that made you feel good. The Eight of Swords shows a shift from the previous week of celebration, social connections, to a week marked by limitations and some obstacles. You might feel mentally restricted or trapped by certain circumstances, and you might encounter barriers or challenges in your everyday life. It's essential to recognize those limitations and basically where they stem from, as it's often our own limiting beliefs that put us in mental constraints and put obstacles in our path. In your career, you may face some challenges. It's possible that you will encounter mental obstacles again that may hinder your progress, or other people will somehow be opposed to your plans. The key is to reevaluate your situation, maybe to seek alternative solutions, and definitely avoid overthinking. Instead of feeling trapped, focus on finding creative ways to overcome these hurdles. In love, again, you may feel mentally stuck on something or in some way constrained in your romantic relationships, as this card often suggests issues with communication. If you want to know how someone feels, they feel somehow restricted, as if there are things, people, circumstances that do not allow them to get to the next stage at this moment. Communication is essential. If you had issues with communication in your relationship, this week you may want to try and find solutions before those issues become serious. Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday hold significant energetic influence this week. These days are ideal for addressing and working through those obstacles, especially regarding communication and your thought process. For Cancer, we had the Ace of Cups and now the Eight of Cups. With the Ace of Cups you got last week, maybe you were thinking about a new start or a restart you were planning to make, maybe in a personal or professional relationship. But this week something will happen, an event or a realization that will probably get you rethinking whether you should go ahead with it or not. Especially if there's been something that has turned you off or some sort of pattern that is repeating over and over and you don't like that. And you may decide to give up on a situation if you're not feeling good about it anymore. And on top of that, there must be another option or another calling that appears much more appealing. The energy of this card will push you beyond your boundaries and whatever you have created, because that's how the Eight of Cups functions, that's how it works. And deep down you know that change is needed, but maybe you didn't know how to go about it. Well, now it seems that the universe will help you with that and will create the right conditions for you to move on from situations that do not serve your best interest anymore. There seems to be a brighter future ahead for you, and you will get signs and indications of it within 8 days or so. So look for those signs, look for guidance, because there will be guidance from life or from your own higher self. The Eight of Cups is Saturn in Pisces, and that means someone may get uncomfortable if you get too emotional, because Pisces is associated with feelings and emotional states. And you understand that very well because you are one of those signs that are very emotional, like Pisces, a water sign. But Saturn is rigid, he's the great taskmaster. So he doesn't understand very well emotions or sensitivity. He would rather give tough love, so wait for another time to share your deeper feelings. Better observe how energies are shifting at this moment. The Eight of Cups is a water card and water is fluid, which means that you haven't seen the end result yet. Things are still unfolding. There will be some significant events that will take place between 19 and 28 February, and you may decide to plan a trip for them or around that time. And there will be a change that will occur and drastically change the dynamics of the situation. Also think about what was going on 8 months ago, as you may experience very similar energies or a lesson you learned back then will have to be applied in the current situation. For Leo, we had the Magician and now it's the Four of Wands. The Magician is a card of action, manifestation, so you probably took action to make something happen last week, or you initiated something, a new stage in a relationship, a new project. This week comes with a reward for you. The Eight of Wands marks the completion of a stage and the moment when you stop to take a break and celebrate a victory. That doesn't have to be something very big, it could be something small, the successful completion of a phase of every day and something that is not life-changing necessarily. The Eight of Wands is a fire card and it's very compatible with your energy because you are a fire sign. That's why this week you will feel very energized, inspired, and although the Four of Wands is a card of pause, as all fours indicates a pause, a break, as a fire card, it promotes action. That's why you will take action and do things you hesitated to do in the previous weeks, and things will speed up, changes and developments will happen more easily, more spontaneously. A financial matter or a matter of property will be successfully resolved or completed, and there might be some sort of celebration for that reason. Astrologically, the Four of Wands is Venus in Aries, and to remind you, Venus had an affair with Mars, who's the ruler of Aries. That's why I expect that love matters will be intense this week. If you are single, the Four of Wands means that someone is coming to you. New connections are favored under this energy, and new meetings will be characterized by strong attraction and intense sexual energies. You may meet this new person at a restaurant, a party, or between friends. And with the Magician you had last week, it's very possible that synchronicity will bring you together. If you want to know how someone feels, feelings are getting stronger, more stable, and perhaps they want to make a move that will make your relationship more formal, more official, or more defined in some way. Strong days of this week are Thursday and Wednesday. For Virgo, we had the High Priestess, and now it's the Ace of Wands. In the previous week, you may have experienced a deep connection with your intuition, a sense of mystery around you, a focus on spiritual matters. All those are themes of the High Priestess. Some of you must have learned a secret, or you noticed that someone got distant and unresponsive. The Ace of Wands is about what you want to do, what you want to accomplish. It is a card of action. It is actions that help you manifest your potential. The Ace of Wands is the first stages of a project or a relationship or even a professional situation. And maybe before you start something new, it's good to take a look and see if the potential or the situation you have in mind seems to be in tune with what you want and what you want to have in your life. If you're wondering how someone feels about you, there is strong attraction, strong sexual energies. Although they might have decided to take a step back the previous week and rethink the situation between you. However, feelings remain warm and positive. The energy of Aces is very fragile and it needs patience and nurturing to grow. So it's basically about relaxing, enjoying those slow steps and the first stages of a situation as they are unfolding. And yes, there might be some differences and energies that you will have to explore and adjust if you want to pursue a certain outcome, which means that you also need to remain flexible. Don't pressure things, don't jump into conclusions, as the Ace's fire energy not only will get you energized, but it will also make you impatient. In your career, there will be fast developments. You will feel very energized, very inspired, and at the beginning of this week, someone will make a move that will trigger a series of events that will continue unfolding until the end of the week. There will be messages, communication, and something will happen that will open a new door for you. The strong part of this week is from Monday to Wednesday. For Libra, we had the Seven of Cups and now it's the Nine of Pentacles. The energy of the Seven of Cups you got last week is not very focused, it's a little scattered. And that's because we usually explore many options, many different things under this energy, and we haven't made a decision to follow a particular path yet. That's not a bad thing necessarily, especially if you were opening up to new possibilities, to new alternatives, and you were coming into a situation, into a relationship with an open mind, willing to try new things without being too rigid or too stubborn. Even though for some of you it would be that you wanted more immediate solutions, and that must have caused some frustration. Now the Nine of Pentacles will probably give you those solutions, the stability, the strong base that will help you do what you want to do. And it will stabilize this volatile energy of the Seven of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles is an Earth card, and Earth cards build a very strong foundation for whatever you want to create. If you want to know how someone feels about you, they appear to be happier than you with your relationship and with things as they are. There are feelings, there is attraction, but maybe you are not so happy, so satisfied with what they offer at the moment. Because nines are solitary cards and there isn't this type of connection that you were looking for. The Nine of Pentacles is Venus in Virgo, and that means you may not show a lot of emotion this week. As there is a caution, there is some guardedness, uncertainty, and you want to be sure for your choice. And that's because at this stage you have very high standards, and that's okay because that's the right thing to do. You have to have high standards. The energies you will be experiencing this week will culminate in 9 to 10 days from now, while the time period between 2 and 11 September must have been significant, or something happened that will come to a conclusion, to a head this week. For Scorpio, we had the Chariot, and now it's the King of Pentacles. In the previous week, you may have felt a sense of overcoming obstacles. Maybe you had the dilemma, and you were influenced by the volatile energy of the Chariot, which is associated with the element of water. The Chariot often signifies a turbulent journey. However, the King of Pentacles is an earth card and provides stability and a solid foundation that was probably missing the previous week. So this week you will feel a shift towards more stability, more grounded energies, especially in those areas of your life that felt uncertain or unstable last week. Matters that then seemed unsettled will now become more solid and more reliable. In your career, your professional life will be marked by practicality. If you have encountered challenges or dilemmas at work last week, this week offers a resolution. An earth sign male, possibly someone in authority, may play a role in helping you make some important decisions, and this person's influence can bring structure and stability to your career endeavors. Matters related to money and property are likely to be resolved this week, but it will require some effort and possibly the intervention of an authority figure. If you have a contact who can assist in resolving financial or property-related issues, consider reaching out to them. The King of Pentacles indicates that financial stability and success are achievable. In love, if you managed to reconcile or combine two different energies or situations last week, this week will bring forth the positive results of those efforts. The King of Pentacles suggests that your ability to blend diverse elements will yield fruitful outcomes, which means that if there are contrasts and differences between you and another person, it's best that you try to find some common ground. If you want to know how someone feels, their feelings are getting more stable, and that's what you will notice this week. If this person was unstable or unresponsive, you will see that this week they will be more stable and more reliable. Also, you're likely to come into some money in the upcoming weeks, whether it's through your career, investments, or other financial opportunities. Expect a boost in your financial situation. For Sagittarius, we had the Page of Wands and now it's the Queen of Wands. In the previous week, you may have experienced the influence of the Page of Wands, signifying positive and passionate thoughts, plans, and feelings. This card must have brought a burst of enthusiasm, inspiration, maybe new beginnings. The Queen of Wands now is a strong, active energy, very similar to the Page of Wands but more mature, that will push you to get up and take action. This week you will transition from having positive thoughts and plans to taking practical steps to make things happen for yourself. In a professional context, this card indicates that you will excel. People will look up to you as you demonstrate leadership abilities and the ability to take action. The Queen of Wands, don't forget, is a born leader, and under her energy you will be able to accomplish tasks and lead situations and also complete some tasks that were delayed or blocked in some way in the previous weeks. However, be prepared for the fact that other people might expect too much from you, especially if they are used to you taking action and making things happen. And that could cause some frustration, especially if you find that they are lazy. In love, you will feel more passionate and more sexual this week. If you want to know how someone feels, there is a very warm and passionate energy around you. So their feelings are positive, and this week they will probably take action to show that they care about you, that they feel drawn to you. Socially, this will be a busy week. You will find yourself engaged in a round of social activities that some of them might feel a little boring. There could be events you will have to attend more out of obligation than genuine interest. Nevertheless, your presence will be appreciated, and even if you are tempted to skip some events, it's advisable to attend, as your reputation within a certain social circle will benefit from that. These energies will last for a couple of weeks, so make sure you make the most of it by embracing the opportunity to shine as a leader and by expressing warm and passionate feelings in your relationships. For Capricorn, we had the Lovers, and now it's the Eight of Wands. In the previous week, you were influenced by the Lovers, a card that symbolizes significant choices, strong connections, the alignment with your deeper truths. You may have been contemplating important decisions or experiencing deep emotional connections with other people. The Lovers is a karmic card, is a very strong card. The Eight of Wands represents swift developments, communication, and a sense of things moving forward rapidly this week. After the contemplative energy of the Lovers, you are entering a week where things are in motion, and you will likely experience a faster pace in various aspects of your life. The Eight of Wands astrologically is associated with Mercury in Sagittarius, indicating that communication and swift developments will be key in your career and your personal life. You will receive important messages. You will experience fast progress. Make sure to stay organized to keep up with the rapid pace. In matters of the heart, the Eight of Wands suggests that your romantic life will also experience some fast developments. If you are in a relationship, expect a period of strong, passionate communication with your partner, passionate energies, strong sexuality. If you are single, you might receive some exciting romantic proposals or experience a surge of interest from potential partners. If you want to know how someone feels, they feel very attracted and connected to you. They might also make a surprising move, as the Eight of Wands is a card of surprises. So generally expect the unexpected this week. Strong day of this week seems to be Tuesday. It holds a significant energetic influence, making it an ideal day for communication, progress, and also travel, because the Eight of Wands is also associated with traveling. For Aquarius, we had the Empress and now the Five of Swords. With the Empress, you must have experienced growth on some level, some very positive energies around your relationships, around creative matters. Also, someone must have been very supportive of you, a maternal figure or an older female. Now this week you may have to deal with some drama, because the Five of Swords is a disruptive card. It shows contrasts, fights, arguments, and you may push someone or something a little too much, and there will be a reaction or opposition. This might be a week of weird energies, so you may feel that emotionally things are a little unstable. You may feel that you need to head in a certain direction, but you will find that the universe has other plans, and you will try to get a grip through this rather erratic energy, and that may bring a feeling of defeat into the week. However, the Five of Swords is Venus in Aquarius, in your sign, and this energy is giving you the chance to explore higher levels of intellectual connection with someone. And that means you will be able to have a meeting of the minds with them if you are willing to consider their point of view. Be cautious though, because there might be mind games, some manipulative behaviors, and that's because we do have Venus here that wants love, wants connection, but Aquarius, as you very well know, wants independence. So there will probably be a challenge to make those two energies work harmoniously together. It's not that it can't be done, it can be done, and if you manage to do that, then you have a very special connection with someone. If you want to know how someone feels, there seem to be some negative feelings at the moment, especially if you had an argument with this person. It's best that you let those energies settle down before you attempt to communicate with them. There will be some very significant events that will happen between 20 and 29 January. So something you've been expecting for a while now will probably manifest around that time. And you will be successful if you manage to remain in complete control no matter who or what is in your way. The strong day of this week is Friday. For Pisces, we had the Page of Cups and now the King of Wands. An energy change for you this week, Pisces. From the gentle and romantic Page of Cups, you have the strong and fiery energy of the King of Wands. There will be a male in your life, likely a fire sign, an Aries, Leo or Sagittarius, and there will be some very positive developments with this person. If this is a professional connection, expect that you will take big steps and you will make big progress in your career this week, because kings show completion, the successful completion of a stage, and you will also have a very strong ally by your side possibly. The King of Wands is an authority figure, a leader that will help you bring a plan into reality. If this is a personal relationship, expect that the person you're involved with will get more active, especially after the rather passive energy of the Page of Cups. So they may actively pursue you or they will take the next step in your relationship. If you want to know how someone feels, their feelings are warm, sexual, positive. They feel very connected to you. They are very receptive to your energy, and there will be some very hot moments with them this week. Kings in general suggest the completion of a stage, like I said, so you may start talking about taking your relationship to the next level. You will feel much more motivated to act this week, to bring some positive changes. You will find it easier now to snap out of negative situations. That will require some quick decision making, so try to not to overanalyze things for days on end, and accept that you will not find answers to all your questions, especially when it's to do with how another person thinks, feels, what they want. For some of you, it will be very difficult to understand why another is acting a certain way, because there might be a lot of ego and a lot of stubbornness that hide their feelings. If this person is manifesting the negative aspects of this king, it's best that you don't pressure them and take a step back and wait for things to unfold. So these are the tarot horoscopes for all signs for the week of December 11 to December 17. I hope you enjoyed them, I hope you find them useful, and I will see you again next week. Have a great week.